Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford Explorer. We've been working our way through our build and price guide here for you, and we've come to the Platinum trim in this video. So we're going to talk specifically about the Platinum. Everything is standard, plus the different packages, options, everything in this one video. Really, we're going to use the build and price to kind of help you get through this. And if you're wanting to place an order with the dealer, how you can go about that, and how you can get all the information right here in this video. One source, one-stop shop in a sense. So feel free to use the timestamps down below to move around this video. And the order banks are open up right now if you want to place an order with your dealer. Inventory at the time of recording this video is not on dealer lots yet. They're looking for May production dates, probably going to be June, July before we see these at the dealerships. So placing an order would put you in line to be at one of the first ones if you're wanting one of these. So McArthur is doing invoice pricing. I'll have more information about that and about our free shipping policy, special a YouTube special, I should say, at the end of the video. It's timestamp for that as well down in the description too, if you want to check that out. So we're going to dive in and we're going to start with Ford's. Oh, don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos, including our weekly live stream. Because you're placing an order, you want to check out our live stream as we go through each week, the scheduling information week to week on the Explorer. So you want to make sure you check out that as well. Shameless plug. Now let's move on in. And we'll go over to Ford's build and price over here. Ford.com here. They got truck month going on right now. So you will need to go up to the vehicles here. Already highlighted for SUVs and cars. Click on the Explorer. And it's going to still be 2024. And the reason you can still build out a 2024, even though you can't order one, is because there's still inventory. And the inventory for Ford's website and build and price work together. So that's why the build and price is still there. Until inventories get low enough that they don't need the inventory, they will take the build and price off for 24. But to get to 25, click on this preview 2025, and you'll notice down here a little overview. So they start at $39,600, and we have different trim models down here. So you have the Active, ST line, ST, and Platinum. I know Platinum's listed at the bottom. I'm putting it third on our list. Not at this time, thank you. I'm going to put it third on our list because of price. So we're going by price, not necessarily by the way the Ford has it in here or Ford's order guide, which has ST first, because ST used to be cheaper. But now we'll talk about ST in a separate video. But basically, they make every ST loaded up. So that's why it's more expensive now. So we're going to talk about Platinum starting at $51,525. Of course, that is before destination delivery of like $1,500. Let's click in here and build out some different models. So now we click on build and price. We can get specific into this. And now we see the Platinum listed third here. So we're going to start our build again. 51,525. I kind of like how they've done what they're doing with the Platinum for this year, and starting it at a more of a base price, and then allow you to choose your motors and such. So we'll get into that in just a second. But just kind of give you an overview. Up here, you can kind of go through the different places that you want to go to. And to start with, we are going to talk about the mechanical features, and we're going to go to the powertrain section here for this. We're going to talk about what's standard first. We'll get into options later. So we'll come back to this 3.0. We'll come back to four-wheel drive and that kind of stuff. But standard equipment on this at the 51,525, is that what it was? I already forgot. Is going to be the 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine with the four-cylinder with the auto start-stop technology. Come up to the stoplight, stop sign. It's going to shut the vehicle off. You let go of the brake, it's going to turn it back on. If you turn the steering wheel as well, it'll also reactivate that. 10-speed automatic transmission is going to be put in with these as well here. And then these will come with an electric parking brake with the auto hold, which means you can press that auto hold and it'll hold the brake when you're at that stop. You can leave that button pressed and then go ahead and just take off, hit the gas, and it'll take off. So that allows you to take your foot off the brake. It kind of also helps because this has the hill start assist. So it kind of helps with that as well there. And then we do have the electric power assist steerings, that E-Pass. So it's a little bit easier to turn the steering wheel at those slower speeds. And then not really affected as much on the highway when you're doing that. Now, all the rear-wheel drives will come with a 358 non-limit slip rear axle for that. Now, we will I'm going to go ahead and throw this in here because we'll talk about the 3.0 later, but I might forget to tell you the gear ratio. But the gear ratio for the 3.0 liter engine is the 331 non-limit slip rear axle. Now, If you go the 2.3 all-wheel drive, you will also get the 358 on that one as well. Front and rear stabilizer bars included, as well as rear as independent front and rear suspension, giving you that great ride, even with those potholes and everything else. We have a train management system. Whether you have four-wheel drive or not, you're going to have a train management system or those different drive modes. Now, if you do have the four-wheel drive, if you'd like to go that way, we're going to, again, talk about that a little bit. In case I forget, deep snow, sand mode as well for is going to be added to the four-wheel drives. And then all four-wheel drives will also get hill descent control and the intelligent four-wheel drive with that mode there for you. So that's all mechanical features I want to talk about that are standard. We'll get into more other features in a second. But now let's talk about some safety features. For your safety features, and by the way, they are the same safety features as the active and the ST line. If you watch those videos, now would be the time you could click that exterior timestamp if you want to move forward. So for those of you who didn't watch that one, and this is the only video you're watching of the series, let's get into the safety features. For the airbags, you have the front row, the driver and passenger dual stage front airbag. It deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. We have a, for the front seat, you will have a front seat side impact airbag as well. So side collision, it's going to deploy the airbag from the side of the seat. Also, the driver and passenger will have a knee airbag too. So that's going to be a nice to help protect you from that front collision. All rows will have the safety canopy side curtain airbag with a rollover sensor. So it's going to deploy that airbag to the side, help from breaking glass coming in and getting people hurt even more than you will be from a rollover, right? Advanced track with roll stability control. So it'll go on that. It has curve control with this as well to help keep you on your intended path. Use a series of brakes around the vehicle to keep you in a slick driving road. Maybe went into that curve too fast. It'll help keep you going where you need to go. Side wind stabilization, which means if that side wind's hitting you like it does in Kansas, because yes, it is flat here, then that'll help stabilize and keep you going. Latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children. So this is for the kids that are in those booster seats and such in the back. You can, those outbound seats in the second and third row does have the latch system, so you can anchor those seats down, whether it be front or rear facing car seats. And then we do have perimeter alarm. That's going to help when you lock the vehicle up, put an alarm around the vehicle. So if somebody breaks glass, tries to shake the vehicle, get inside unlocked, it'll set the alarm off. Honk the horns, flash the lights, and everything else like that. Also, secure to lock, passive, and a theft system. What that means is only the coded key can start the vehicle. And then SOS, post-crash alert system. Honk the horns, flashes the lights, lets everybody knows that you're off the side of the road and come to your safety. There's some other safety features too. We'll talk about that when we get into the one of the standard packages that's available. That there's some other safety features included into that package. We'll talk about that towards the end of the standard equipment. So check timestamps for that. All right, now let's move into the exterior again. We'll go back to this build and price for this. All right. So here at this, we're going to actually use, let's just use this. I like to go to the exterior, and then we'll use these images. There we go. There's a front image. All right. So on the front of the vehicle, each vehicle has, each trim level, I should say, has this dedicated grille. This is probably the better one of all of them. You do have the unique grille in the front. That's the satin chrome with the ebony. So ebony kind of with the satin chrome fronts on those. So it looks great. It makes that pop a little bit more, gives it a luxury look. Front bumpers are going to be a body colored upper. And of course, we're going to actually, you know what? I like to change the color on this, and we'll get into colors in a little bit later, but let's see if we can get a different color. I like to, so you guys can see the impact of the different look on the vehicle. So actually we can do it from right there. So there you go. So you can kind of see a little bit more of the body colored bumpers on the upper with the black lower down here for you there. So the front fascia does have LED fog lights with the skid plate element. You can see that down in here. And a fog light that is unique for this year. It looks nice and updated. LED signature lighting as well coming across right here. So it gives it a great look on the vehicle. And then premium silver painted skid plate element down there. So forgot to mention that. The headlights are adaptive headlights. So now we have LED low and high beam headlights. They're adaptive, meaning that it lights up your intended path. So when you turn the steering wheel, it's going to turn your lights to light up where you're intending to go. Wiper activated headlights as well, and you have auto lamp, which means it'll come on automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light when you have an auto setting, and every time you turn the vehicle on, it resets to the auto for you. Configurable daytime running lights as well. So we do have active grille shutters located right down in there, open and close when it needs to. Nothing you need to do on your hand, on your part, I should say. It'll do is shut them up when you're on the highway going faster, because you have plenty of air coming underneath to keep it cool. Opens it up slower speeds to help give air inside that engine to help cool it off. We do have rain sensing wipers, standard equipment on this. Rain sensing wipers for the front ones only. When you have one of those intermittent settings and a rain sensing wiper is activated, it'll go ahead and turn those wipers on once it starts to rain. Rains harder, they're going to wipe faster. You don't have to do anything. Also, this will come standard with a twin panel moonroof as well. So a lot of times I'll cover that on the inside. Don't know if there's an image of that. Doesn't look like there is on any of these, but you will have a twin panel moonroof standard equipment on the Platinum trim. So, all right. Now we got over here on the side of the vehicle, we do have a 20-inch luster nickel painted aluminum wheel. So that is the standard wheel. So I kind of like the look of that wheel on what everybody else feels on that one. Also, you're going to have a P255 55 R20 all-season tire. You'll also get a mini spare that comes with the vehicle too. Individual tire pressure monitoring system monitors the tire pressure on all 4 of those tires. And then also the brakes are going to be the standard duty front and rear brake calipers on the vehicle. And you will have 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS, and including an electric brake boost and electronic stability control as well. So there you go. For the mirrors, side view mirrors, they are power folding mirror, which means that you can they'll power fold in towards the glass. Also with the auto fold, which means when you lock it up, they're going to automatically fold in. Kind of like that. My wife likes to say, well, that lets me know that the vehicle's locked. So that's true. Power and heated glass as well on that mirror. LED turn signal indicator as well. You can kind of see that right there on the side. You also have security approach lamps. That's going to light the ground beside the vehicle. You also have auto dimming driver side mirror. Actually, driver and passenger side mirror has memory. Driver side auto dimming mirror, driver and passenger memory mirror. So both sides will be included in the memory. And then premium finish on the exterior. I think they're black painted on these here. Give it a nice look to that. All right. Wheel lip moldings are going to be molded in black. We see that with all the other trim levels, as well as the lower molding will be black too. You're going to see a satin chrome finish right here on there. So that's real nice. Gives it a nice touch. Molded in black across the rear one as well there. The door handles are going to be body colored with satin aluminum inserts. Kind of hard to see in there. I don't know if we can get a better look. Can't get a good shot of that, but similar to what we had last year, I believe. 4-door intelligent access with push button start. That means key fob in your pocket. You just put your hands in a door handle, any of the 4 doors. It's going to automatically unlock the vehicle for you, allow you to get inside. I like that. That's a nice benefit than just a 2-door. So some of the vehicles, it's only on the front doors. Well, sometimes you got to get the kids in first, right? You got to put them in those booster seats. Having it on those back doors is nice. Also, when you're locking it up, the kids might be the last thing you get out. Shut the door. You don't have to go to the front door to press it without getting a key out. You can just go ahead and shut the door and press it on the rear door, which I like. Also, the liftgate does that. It works on the liftgate as well. Remote start as well. So on the key fob, you can remote start it when in close enough proximity. Tell you another way you can do that a little bit later in the video. Privacy glass on the second row and third row, as well as the liftgate. So it keeps it a little bit cooler back there, and it looks nice on the vehicle too. Side rails are going to be chrome accent on those. So you're going to satin finish to that. Gives it that nice, brings in that platinum trim level there for you. You are going to have an 18.6 gallon fuel tank on that. Now your 3.0 liter, if you'd like to go that route, we'll get the 20.2 gallon fuel tank on those. So I don't know if I'm going to remember all these, so we'll throw them out there when we go through it. So as you can tell, 3.0 liter EcoBoost is going to be an option we'll talk about later. Easy fuel capless filler door. You just press that door right there. Opens. There's no cap to worry about leaving behind, getting your hands dirty, anything like that. Just fill it up, return that nozzle, and close that door when you're done, and you're good to go. We do have on the back rear spoiler back here. So body colored rear spoiler, center high mounted stoplight on the top of that right there. Rear defrost with rear wiper and washer for that. Keep that clean. LED tail lights with the amber turn signals as well down here. Now these are new for this year. They've upgraded, as well as the liftgate, the applique in the back is also upgraded for this year. So it's been enhanced. Rear bumpers are going to be body colored. Upper with the lower black, like we did see with the side, and you have a rear skid plate that's painted silver as well. Premium silver painted, unlike the active, which is not premium silver. Liftgate scuff plate as well on the top right there, so you don't scuff anything up. We do have a Class 3 trailer tow package. It's standard equipment on all Explorers, including the Platinum. Includes trailer sway control, hitch receiver, and wiring. I think 4-pin and 7-pin wiring for you there. I think the maximum towing capabilities is 5,000 pounds, if I remember seeing that. You have the exhaust is a quad chrome exhaust back here, so that's nice on this. Oh, sorry, that is only on the 3.0 liter, so you'll have exhaust tips. I think it's dual exhaust tips or just for one back here. When you go to the 3.0 liter, you get the quad chrome. So there you go. Power lift gate, and then which is really nice to have, and the rear cargo area light inside there as well. False bottoms, you can store things underneath, just like we did in 2024. That didn't change too much. Interior seating didn't change too much in a way of room and everything from last year. Just an update to the front and to the rear, and a big update inside. So let's go inside and talk about that. All right, so moving to the interior, we do it is showing two different color interiors, and I don't usually talk about exterior and interior colors yet, but let's look at the interior colors. What do I do with that page? Oh, here it is. All right, so on the Platinum, we do have Mojave Dusk is the standard interior finished color. So what you're seeing here is standard equipment on that. And then when you go up, there's a different package that allows you to get the gray. So if you want the gray, you got to go up to a different package we'll talk about later. So this is your standard Mojave Dusk interior here. That's available on 5 different color options there for you. There you go. Okay. Now, talking about the interior, we do have for this illuminated door sill scuff plates for the front ones only. So they'll be illuminated, which means you probably see either Explorer or Platinum listed in there. And then we do have floor mats, black carpeted front and second row with Explorer logo on the front ones only. Illuminated entry system, so usually lights up here. Sometimes the footwells. We do have ambient lighting, so you'll get that in the footwells. Front and back under those seats. And then cup holders, maybe 2. Leather covered center console armrests. So that's going to be leather covered. Leather wrapped door rollovers as well as on the instrument panel. So you can have that across here as well as on your doors. So door rollovers and instrument panel seats, it says. All right. Now for the seats, leather seating surfaces with the Miko micro perforated inserts. So really hard to see that in here, but that's what we're going to have here. We do also have the front row Platinum branded embroidering. So you can see that on the backrest on those front seats there. Driver memory as well that memorizes the seat and the mirrors. So far, I think maybe even more than that when we get going here. We do have front heated and ventilated seats. That's your cooled seats, right? Multi-contoured seats with active motion, standard equipment, front row only. So that's nice to see that return. Also, second row captain's chairs, as you can see here with the armrest on them. Does have the easy entry on those. And then the second row heated seats as well. And then third row power folding seats, so which you can control in the back, so you can fold those seats forward for you. So headrest, 2-way manual adjustment up and down for all rows. And then second row center headrest. Okay, this is actually I pulled that over from the ST line. Second row blinds, sun blinds in the back as well. So those can go up and protect that. And then for the windows, we have power one-touch up and down feature for the front row there. And then we do have power for the locks, auto lock, auto unlock, and also child safety rear lock. So you can lock those doors out for those kids in the back. So now let's go take a look here at the instrument panel. So through here, this is a standard equipment on all Explorers. So we're going to have a 12.3 color LCD productivity screen. Steering wheel is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Leather wrap steering wheel as well for this. And you have heated steering wheel. So all those features that go along with that. Also included. Now the power tilt and telescope should be included in your driver memory as well. Climate cruise control on the steering wheel. We'll talk about other cruise control that you get as part of a package. We'll include that into that package later. We'll have climate control, tri-zone electric automatic temperature control, so the driver, front passenger, and those in the rear will be controlled on the screen. We'll get into that in just a little bit. Rear auxiliary controls for your climate as well. For your audio system, B&O sound system by Bang & Olufsen, 980-watt, 14 speaker, including subwoofer, HD radio as well, Sirius XM with a 360L. Now, for your infotainment system, we're talking about this. It is a 13.2 color LCD touchscreen in that instrument panel in the center stack. Alexa built in, Google built in. We're talking Google Assistant, Google Maps, and Google Play Store. Yes, Google Play Store. When you're stopped, you can play games on there. Pinch and zoom capability, 911 assist as well, so you can go 911 directly instead of relying on OnStar and like some of the manufacturers. Won't get into that. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is wireless on this as well. And then you have Ford Power Up software updates available as well. Now let's talk about USB ports and compatibility here. Front row, we have a USB A and a USB C in the media bin, and that's going to be located down in here. We'll also have 2 USB-Cs in the center floor console. Second row behind that floor console, but you're going to have 2 USB-Cs. In the third row, 2 USB-Cs. So make sure you have, if you have phones plugging in, hopefully they're a USB-C on both ends to plug in and wire and charge those phones. But if you don't, but you have a wireless charging phone, you can put it in this little spot right here, and it looks real nice. It's a tray. Left side will be a wireless charging pad right over there. And I think it's big enough over here to put the other phone in there too. Overhead console with the sunglass storage. I like to go to this view for this. So you'll have a sunglass storage. Can't really see it in there with that. There you go. Auto dimming rear view mirror here as well. So you don't have to worry about adjusting that manually. Illuminated visor vanity mirrors for the driver and front passenger, which means there'll be a mirror underneath those on the visors. We also do have universal garage door openers. You can't see it in here. 3 different buttons to be able to control different transmitters around, like garages, that kind of stuff. Now, down below here, we have the media bin. We do have the rotary dial shifter. We do have electric parking brake right there as well, and your drive mode switches right there. Auto hold should be located probably right back here. And then for power points, we have 3 power points. They're 12 volt. Front row has 1 in the media hub and 1 in the center console, and there's 1 in the rear cargo area as well back there. And then there's also a 110 outlet behind the center console. So 2 USB ports and a 110 outlet. Also, Ford Pass Connect allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you can download, connect your phone, your vehicle in. You can unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere. You can remote start your vehicle from anywhere, schedule remote start times. You can even locate your vehicle, check the fuel that you have on it, even the tire pressure on your tires using that app. And then lastly, let's get into these packages for a second, because I want to talk about standard packages on this. Now, yeah, let's get into that, and then I'll get into the last feature here. So Ford Copilot 360 Assist 2.0 standard equipment on all Platinums. So that's going to get you all these features. So as you notice, that's why I kind of left it for this. So 360-degree camera for this split view. So that's going to come with it. Adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering, predictive speed assist, and the auto high beams. That's not really part of adaptive cruise. They kind of put that in the wrong place. So let's talk about these. So adaptive cruise control allows you to adapt your cruise based on the speed of the person in front of you. You pass them, it's going to speed you back up. You don't have to use your brake. Also brings you to complete stop if it needs to, and continues to go again. Lane centering will help keep you in the center of your lane, so it won't let you bing bong around between the lines. And then predictive speed assist will actually slow you down. If you go into a curve, it'll actually slow the vehicle down if it needs to be able to keep that lane centering going. There's a reason for that and why that's included. That we're going to talk about in a little bit. Bliss, blind spot information system with cross traffic alert, exit warning, and trailer coverage. So blind spot information system, if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know there's someone in that lane. It's not safe to go into that lane. Includes if you have trailer coverage. So if you have a trailer, it's going to cover the blind spot of the trailer as well. And then cross traffic alert is you're backing up. Someone's going to cross your path behind you. It's going to alert you. Uses those sensors. Also puts a warning on the productivity screen and a series of tones that you need to stop and not back up. So that's really nice. And then exit warning, I believe that is what was introduced on the Mustang, to where if you're leaving your vehicle, it's using those blind spots to let you know if there's like a car coming or a bicycle coming or something, so you don't hit them and lose a door or hurt somebody, right? Evasive steering assist. So what that's going to do is if you're going fast enough and the car in front of you just hits or brakes, you can't stop in time to hit them, but you can avoid them. There's nobody in the lane beside you. It'll help you assist in steering around them. Front and side parking sensors. Standard equipment, I didn't mention earlier, is the rear parking sensors. You also get side sensors, so pretty much a perimeter alarm system and sensors, I should say, as well as those in the front. So that's pretty nice. Intersection assist 2.2. So intersection assist is when if you're turning in across that intersection, there's someone coming and you don't see them, it'll stop the vehicle so you don't hit them. It comes in handy when there's 2 lanes, right? 4-lane road, right? And you're turning across. Sometimes you can't see a vehicle because it's in the path of the other vehicle that maybe is in front, that's maybe stopped. And you can't see across them, right? I've seen that happen. 2.2 version, not sure how they enhanced it up to 2.2 yet, but I noticed the Active gets 2.0, but ST Line and the Platinum get 2.2. So not sure there. Lane keeping system. This has a driver alert, a lane keeping alert, and lane keeping assist. You might ask, how is that different than lane centering? Lane centering is only activated when you have the adaptive cruise set. Lane keeping system can be activated even in town when you don't have your cruise on. Helps keep you in your lane. And if you have the assist on, will help you like actually bring you back into your lane. The alert will just vibrate the steering wheel if you've left your lane. So, and then road edge detection, it detects if you're on a steep road, edge of the road there. Because sometimes you'll have, an extra lane over there for pulling off onto some roads you don't. Pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. That has dynamic brake support, forward collision warning, and intersection assist. Actually, it's something else in there. Anyway, so it's going to alert you. It's going to basically that forward collision warning alerts you that if there's someone stopped and you're going to hit them, it warns you that dynamic brake support. It's going to actually stop the vehicle. Now, what they meant to put in there is pedestrian detection as well. So that's a typo there they need to fix. So pedestrian detects pedestrians as well as vehicles if you would hit them. Post-collision braking, so if you are in an accident, maybe you're unconscious, you couldn't put it in park, it's going to brake the vehicle so that doesn't happen. And then as you're backing up, not only do you have all the different backup sensors, backup camera, even the cross-traffic alert. If you're still not paying attention to any of that, it will brake the vehicle if you're not paying attention. So I've actually had that happen in my vehicle, and they work pretty well. So there you go. That's all included, standard equipment on the Platinum, as well as Blue Cruise. So this is actually the subscription. We'll get into that later. But you do get the hardware as well as a 90-day trial for the Blue Cruise. This is a Blue Cruise 1.2 version, maybe 1.3 version, which allows you to switch lanes for you easily, and predictive speed as well. And then also reposition you in the lane. If there's a big semi or something beside you and you want the room, it'll reposition you as well. So Blue Cruise, it's nice that it comes with a trial so you can try it out, see if you like it. Hardware's already there. If you want a subscription, you can prepay if you want on your order, or you can purchase it later if you want to after. So, all right, everything we talked about, standard equipment on the Platinum. Let's talk about colors real quick because we bypassed over that. We do have the Agate Black standard equipment, or it's available. We do have Star White Tri-Coat. It's $7.95 because there's 3 coats of paint they put on that to give it that feel and that look. You have Rapid Red Metallic Tinted Clear Coat. There's an extra clear coat goes on it. Yes, $4.95 for that cost. Iconic Silver, no extra cost, and Carbonized Gray, no extra cost for that as well. So 5 colors. Wish they had some more colors. There is a color that you can get on. Nope, it's not available on the Platinum. It's available on other trim levels. Not sure why it's not available on Platinum. Vapor Blue is a new color for this year, but not available on the Platinum. Little disappointing, Ford. Anyway, but that's not why we're here. We're here to kind of go over this stuff. So let's move on and talk about some other options, and let's go with the powertrain first. So there's a couple options now. Standard equipment is going to be rear-wheel drive with the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine. As an option, you can go up to all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive right here. So that you can go up to that. I don't have the cost on that. You guys can build that out and look at the cost. You can do that, as well as you can upgrade to the 3.0 liter EcoBoost engine. Now, you can go up to that engine. So you have two options, rear-wheel drive and four-wheel drive 2.0 and rear-wheel drive and 4x4 four-wheel drive 3.0. So you can go up to the 3.0 engine without going up to four-wheel drive if you want. So let's just see if that works. Selects that, and then we're going to talk about that. So if you go up to the 3.0, there's a package that is required. So before we get into that package, let's talk about the package that is available as optional with the 2.3 liter engine. So let's move into packages now. All right, we do have this Lux Leather Package. It's $16.95 for this package here. What's it include? So this package here requires a 2.3 liter engine, and it does say four-wheel drive for this package. So you will have to go up to four-wheel drive with the 2.3 to get this. A lot of little quirks with the on different things, different packages needing that four-wheel drive. About all the ones that we order are four-wheel drive, but you'll have to go up to four-wheel drive if you want this package with the 2.3 liter engine. It does say you get the platinum badges on the seats, front row only. Also, premium sanctuary leather seating surfaces. So upgrades to the full leather in there instead of the leather and the suede. And then the piping and quilting on the seats as well, and the quilting and stitching on the door panels. So let's add this and then take a peek at the interior photos. Actually, this is telling us that you have to go to, so if you don't go, you notice it says 2.3 and four-wheel drive. So we're going to go back. Let's go and select our four-wheel drive and stay with the 2.3. I want to make sure this works here for everybody. And then go up to that Lux Leather Package. Also, it is telling us that we have to add the 20-inch polished wheels. So there you go. Which does not say that in the order guide. So the order guide is saying we can go Lux Leather Package, and only note here is saying that it's available with the four-wheel drive when it's selected and not available with the bench seat with that package. Does not say that we have to go up to the 20-inch wheels. But when I look at the 20-inch polished wheels, does say it gets you the P255, 55, 20 all-season tires. Available 4x4, not available with the bench seat. So there you go. So it looks like you do have to add that wheel option. So there you go. That's 230. So I'll have to get clarification on that because I don't see that needs to have that. But I see some other options here. Also, it mentions the leather seats with the tri-diamond perforated inserts and accent stitching. A couple different color options. We're going to talk about that in a second. And not available with the bench seat on either one of those. So there you go. So, all right. So let's look at the interior, though, on this. So you can see quilted at the top. Kind of nice. And the badging as well. So I think the image we saw on the standard seats was not accurate. But there you go. So, and then I think if you go to this seat, it requires you to go. There you go. So you can go two different color options. At that point, once you add this package, you get salt crystal gray if you want. I kind of like that with the white stitching on there. Looks pretty good. You'll see that in the doors as well. So you get that quilted on the doors, the piping as well on the seats. So looks pretty nice. So that's a package you can get. There you go. And still confused on what you need, whether you need that 20-inch polished wheel or not. Really, it just says available with that. But it's making it look like you have to do that. So anyway, let's go to some other packages while we're at this. So the next package I want to talk about is the Ultimate Package. It's $46.15. And this package here is going to get you everything we talked about as part of the Lux Leather Package. So you get all those same features, but now you're going to get upgraded from a 20-inch to a 21-inch dark alloy polished aluminum wheel. So we're going to add this one. It'll make us go. So it does make you to go to the 3.0 liter engine. I don't know if that's part of that cost. It's not letting us choose it. There we go. Yes, I want to go to 3.0. And that's part of that cost is that going up to the 3.0 as well. So there you go. And then you can kind of see the interior, same color options interior as we did see, but it does give you the upgraded wheel. So there you go. A couple of different options there for you. Notes on that one. 21-inch all-season tires. So there you go. There you go. All right. Now, let's talk about some options, some other packages. Back to your packages. We do also have a cargo area management system. Now, this here that's a dealer installed package. So it comes with the cargo mat. That mat's going to go in the back cargo area, a cargo net that goes in the back, as well as a cargo well rubber mat that's down below. So it's going to come with all three of those. And basically, that'll be shipped to the dealership, and the dealership will put it in your vehicle. So make sure if you order that you did get that put in your vehicle, and the dealer didn't forget to do that for you. So you want to make sure that. So that's all the packages that we have here. Then we just need to get into some standalone options here. Oh, we do have this here. It's listed as a package, and that's the Blue Cruise for 1 year plan. The hands-free driving, $700 if you want to add that. So they're making it a package. It's really an option to me, a standalone option. But there you go. Those are packages. And now let's move on to standalone options. All right, so let's talk about the standalone options here for us. And, of course, these wheels all go within different packages. It looks like the 20-inch polished wheel they're showing as a standalone option on the order guide. Actually, it's not saying optional; it's available. So it looks like to me that wheel is part of that. I don't know why they just included it in that package, but it does require you to add that package. It looks like in 4-wheel drive to get that wheel. So there you go. Looks like it says available with that package. So so it looks like that's the way that goes. So you're gonna have to go that route with that. Now let's move down. Some of these are dealer installed options and some are not. I'm going to need my trusty pen here so we can mark these off as we go through them to make sure we cover what's available when and that we get everything covered. Splash guards, $190. Don't know if they show an image of that. They do not. That's going to go on the back to help if you're, especially if you live on dirt roads and such, you don't want to get rocks, kicked up and everything. Then you're going to want to order that. That is a dealer installed option. So the dealership would install that when it comes in. So the parts come into the dealership and dealership installs it. So getting a lot of dealer installed options now. Ford's not wanting to put too much on their vehicles out. So, well, they put a lot on it, right? But some of these last things, they want the dealership to install them for them. And by the way, when you do get dealer installed options, don't let the dealer charge you. That's already figured into this cost. Cross rail, roof rack rail crossbars is $310. Show an image of that. It's those going across. There you go. So it has that. That's $310. That also is a dealer installed option for you too. And then moving down, we do have the black painted roof. So this is available. It's showing a gray vehicle here. I'm not sure how we switched to gray. But if you click on that, see if it shows changes. There you go. Black roof if you want it. Also looks like by changing that, changes your roof rack rails to black too. Does it mention that? ST and ST. Available, not available with the black because it's going to be black. But it changed and I don't know if they just changed that because they need to for the image, but it changed the rails. Black painted roof. It doesn't say anything about the rails actually changing color. So I guess we'll find out once they start showing up, right? So we'll know. So we'll choose to take that off. So change the ref rails to black. Wheel lock kit, that is a dealer installed option. That's going to take one of the lug nuts off of each wheel, replace it with a locking one, and give you the wrench so you can get those. Engine block heater, that is a factory installed option, $190. Allows you to be able to start that up. A lot of people will, if they live in a cold weather state up north, Buffalo, someplace like that, you might want that to help start the car up, especially if you keep it outside. Illuminated door entry keypad. So you notice I didn't mention keypad as standard equipment. Ford has removed that on about every vehicle now, and now they're making it a dealer installed option. It's $350. It is still going to be illuminated, but still battery powered. So that is also a dealer installed option for you. Hopefully by the time 25 comes in, they'll have fixed. They have a glitch right now on a lot of them that they're not programming. So we'll see. Anyway, a matte clear hood graphic, $260. So that is available, and that's a dealer installed option as well. Okay, dealer installed option for that. So it probably doesn't show what it looks like. No. So it's a hood graphic. It does say a matte clear hood graphic. There you go. Not sure what it looks like. They don't give us an image. Anyway, moving to the interior, we do have the bench seat. So let's talk about this for a second. Second row bench seat. If you're like, I need the bench seat, but I want the platinum features, click on that. I think the only way you can get that is, see, you have to remove all this. You have to add the Mojave Dusk, and you have to add the 2.3 liter. And you also have to, I think you even have to go rear wheel drive. So according to my notes here, you go with that seating configuration, second row, 35, 30, 35 bench with the easy entry and armrest, requires four-wheel drive and the 2.3 liter engine. So you cannot get the bench seat with the, because we didn't switch ours, see, four-wheel drive. We try to go rear-wheel drive. It'll ask us to click off of that, and we say no. So there you go. That's a requirement there. The only way to get a bench seat on a Platinum Edition is with the Mojave Dusk interior with the suede inserts, right? Because we talked about that, because you cannot get the Lux package either with that. And then you have to do 2.3 four-wheel drive. There you go. That is your option there. Okay, just double checking because doesn't seem fair, does it? Okay, anyway, first aid kit in here. This is something you can get through Ford Accessories. I'd encourage you to do it that way, but if so, comes with a dealer installed option. Dealership will put it in your vehicle. Floor liners, front and second row with carpeted floor mats is $200. So if you want floor liners, all-weather kind of floor liners, you can get that. And floor liners, that is a factory installed option, so it should be in your vehicle when it comes in. Cargo organizer, there's a soft-sided standard one, and then a larger one. Shows images of those. I get those through Ford Accessories. It's a dealer installed option anyway. I just get it through Ford Accessories. You can even have it shipped to your dealership if you want. Two different options for those. There you go. And then there's even a cooler bag. Is it down here? Yeah, cooler. There's a cooler bag down here as well. You can see what that looks like. Again, get this through Ford Accessories, folks. Don't order it with your vehicle. I recommend you don't. Anyway, all right. And then we have all-weather floor liners for the third row. Depending on if you have a bench or captain's chairs, you pick the right one for that. And that is a dealer installed option. They'll be shipped to the dealership. Dealership would put it in your vehicle for you. All right. We do have some rear auxiliary controls credit. They did that last year, wireless charging credit. That's on the order guide, but it's not going to be activated unless Ford has some issues with suppliers. Smoker's package, that gives you a little lighter that, yes, you can put in that PowerPoint, as well as an ashtray. If you want that, if you're a smoker, you can get that. And that would come to the dealership ahead of time, and they would put it in your vehicle. Console Volt, another dealer installed option, $400. See what that looks like. Combination goes in there, and that also comes to the dealership, and they would install it for you for dealer installation. Anything else in here? Let's see what's missing. Roadside assistance kit is on here. I didn't see it on there. Also, Ford Accessories option. Front license plate bracket. If you live in a state that requires a front license plate, it's standard equipment. Didn't go over it earlier. But if you're in a state like Kansas that doesn't require a front license plate, it's optional equipment. It's a no-charge option. The dealership would install it for you at no cost. But they shouldn't charge you for that. Make sure they don't. But you wouldn't want to order on your vehicle if you do want that. So keep that in mind as well. And then everything else has been covered. So that is all of our standard and optional equipment right there. I know it's a little confusing on some of the things, especially some of these packages and what's required on those. Hopefully, even in ordering, I went into Web.to order, and it won't let me order one right now, a vehicle, without the Lux package, the Lux Leather Package. I can't. It's calling it the premium package in the order guide or in the order system. So it makes me, when I select a platinum, I have to select the Lux package. Anyway, so there you go. But in here, it's an extra option for you. So maybe they'll fix that. Maybe this is just maybe it's a late availability option or something. But a little confusing on that. I understand. So sorry about that. But check these out. In fact, in here, it just says on the Lux Leather that is required four-wheel drive and the 2.3 there. So if you want rear-wheel drive 2.3, you won't be able to select the Lux Leather Package. So that's something to remind yourself. And also, if you want the Ultimate Package, the big deal on the Ultimate Package, in a sense, these are the same, except for one is the 3.0 liter and one is for the 2.3 liter. They both require the four-wheel drive. And then neither one you can get that with the bench seat. So the difference between on the Platinum is 3.0 liter engine. This does say you can get it with rear-wheel drive, but I think it asks to select the all-wheel drive for us on that. Anyway, so there you go. There's some options and possibilities. Bench seat, the only way to get that second row bench seat is with the rear-wheel drive option, and you only have one color interior for that. So hopefully that clarified that up. So there you go. All right, so that's all I have for that. Now, some tips here. This is where we talk about some different things. So when you're ordering this vehicle from a dealer, make sure you get a couple things in hand. When you go to order that vehicle, they'll give you an order sheet, kind of a preview sheet. Make sure you look that over real good. That is how your vehicle is going to be built. So you want to make sure they submit that for you. Find out what that price is going to be. So they're going to show you that order sheet. That's going to show you the MSRP pricing. So you want to ask them, what are you going to price the vehicle to me when that vehicle comes in? What happens if the price goes up after I've ordered it, but before it comes in? Will I have to pay the higher price or the price when I ordered it? And the answer should be from that dealership that your price is locked in from what it was when you ordered the vehicle. Your incentives are also locked in. So it's called incentive lock from when you ordered it. You can always take what's better. If they're better when it comes in, maybe they decide to throw a 0% going on after it comes in from when you ordered it, you can take that as well. You have the sale date incentives, or you have the protect date incentives. So make sure the dealership knows about that and lets you know about it as well. And then find out any dealer fees or anything else they add to the vehicle. So we have a $495 dealer fee. We're not quiet and letting you know that. We're very transparent about that. We add nothing else to our vehicles. Sometimes we might have an etch on there, but we will take that off if you don't want it. That's not something you need. We put it on there just so our sales guys don't forget to talk to you about it. But that is something we will take off if you want that, if you don't want that. And then other than that, we add nothing else. Some dealers will. So you might want to make sure you get all that stuff in writing at the time that you order the vehicle. Otherwise, when it comes in, you might get there and they might have, nope, we do this now. Here's our dealer fee. It went up or whatever. You want to make sure. Also, they might say, hey, there was a price increase from Ford. This is the price it is now, not what it was when ordered. You want to get that stuff in writing. Make sure they know what they're doing on that. So you get, so you know what's going on there. So we are doing invoice pricing if you want to order from us. And if you mentioned you saw this video on YouTube, you will also pay, if you finance the vehicle with us, the first $1,000 of your shipping costs, have it shipped right to your door, not to your local dealer, to your door, or to the nearest supermarket in your town. Sometimes some of those trucks can't go right to your door. So that's a nice way of doing things if you want. Also, if you want to come in and get your vehicle, make a vacation of it or something, and drive your vehicle home, you can do that as well. We'll pay for the first $1,000 of your travel expenses, flight, gas, hotel, that kind of thing. If you want to do that, make sure you contact us. We actually have build and price on our website, so you can build it out on our website and then go ahead and submit that with your information, and that'll get us started and get you going. So don't think I have anything else. Thank you for watching this. Until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. We'll see you in the next video.